Alright, it's a hot day. I'd say about maybe upper 60s, sunny, and my windows are up. I'm sweating a little bit. Midday, I'm feeling tired. I was up last night, so I've got a fatigue here. But as I'm trying to sleep, it's like I started thinking about Hearthstone a little bit, and maybe I can make a little update, or what? I don't even want to call it an update. Update on what? It's to talk about Hearthstone. Okay, my experience. Not sure even where to start. I guess I would start with current play. I'm able to play at this library. All right, the last library, I don't think I was. Yeah, I was definitely not able to. I'm not going to say cities. The cities will pop up eventually as you get an idea where I've been. This is an update for today, and then the cities will come later. So this is a good one. And I play on, well, actually, in the last city, I had to like upload Hearthstone onto this iPod 6 just so I could play my alt, because I have two accounts. And I do that. I play an alt for the play a friend, for the 80 gold challenger friend, or the watch a friend. I'll keep those watch a friend ones, even if the alt has one. I'll keep it. And then I want to have two computers up. I stopped asking around. I stopped asking people in general if they want to play. And I'm not about to just build up a list of friends, because that'll slow down my computer. All right, so I built up a friend. I was like click friend. I did that like 4 years ago, and then all of a sudden I started having a lot of lag issues, and I just stopped it. You get rid of your friends, you get rid of your lag. So that's a lesson to be learned about the internet culture. Friends equal lag, especially for a lot of games. But if you have the high-priced computers, then it's not that big of a deal. For poor people, it's hard to manage friends who have to maintain who have to manage with a cheaper computer. And this iPod 6 Touch, I got a warning on about the Hearthstone that this software may not be strong enough to handle it, but I had no issues when I played. It didn't crash at all. It really worked fine. I don't know what the warning was about. Maybe it's like borderline, but on my iPod 5s, those are not strong enough. Those will crash very frequently, especially when you do an AoE or something like that that just affects a lot of area and you can't tone that down. It'd be kind of nice to tone things down to the bare minimum. Make the game so that you could play it on even an e-reader. That'd be pretty cool. Just have the basic cards, but they can't do that. So yeah, I've been keeping up on my quests. I kept up on the 2 weeks of like a free card every quest or something like that. I made sure to do that on my main account. It was pretty ghetto having to run the Starbucks and McDonald's and all that. No, I just didn't. I wasn't able to do anything with my alt account, so I couldn't take any advantage of the free card per quest with my alt. Only my main. Okay, and that was a bummer. All right, so I really wish I could have kept up on the alt, but it was just the library I was at was blocking it. I made sure to put it on Google Maps, and that might give me away a little bit. It's not too much though, because I'm not in those cities now. But I put on Google Maps a 1 star for these libraries that simply said Wi-Fi blocks Hearthstone, because that's a little frustrating. I don't understand why I can get on a porn website like Pornhub, but they have to block Hearthstone. It's like Pornhub doesn't take as much bandwidth, and maybe Hearthstone does. But I think Hearthstone or Blizzard in general makes the argument that they have a low bandwidth, because I save the majority of everything, that all the technical stuff is saved on my my own computer, and you're just sending out a little short burst of a signal only across the internet when you make a move. So I don't know if bandwidth is the argument. It's something else that causes these libraries to block. And the librarians always have answers. I never really ask. One lady I did ask, and she said that it was some kind of a network system, a new network system that had an extender that just couldn't get everything working on the internet. You couldn't access everything, even though they didn't block porn. It's just something with a network. You know, porn is, and I'm talking porn on websites. Websites tend to, well, some websites get blocked. Like, yeah, McDonald's will block the porn websites or something like that. But yeah, with Hearthstone, it's, some libraries will block it for various reasons. Okay, some you won't even know. It's like so frustrating because you'll get I was originally getting a warning saying sprites were messing with the tech or something like that. The Hearthstone would specifically say there were sprites in the network that were messing with the system, and that's why I couldn't get connected. But now with these, where I'm at, I'm in new areas, maybe that's a factor, but I'm not getting any message. I'm just not connecting. I'm stuck on like the loading screen, okay, and nothing happens. So I don't know why I'm not getting that sprites message. At least I can't go to a closed or sprites. It just doesn't do anything. And that's an indicator that it's been blocked. Another good obvious indicator too. I'm talking about okay. Another good indicator. Let's go with it. No, another indicator is on my laptop that I just can't connect. I can't go online with the third-party screen that shows all the other games that Blizzard owns. That just won't connect. That's an obvious. If that won't connect, then my iPad won't connect. But if I try to get online with on the Hearthstone with my iPad first, then there's a little more confusion with that. But I'm learning after having been to hundreds of libraries that there's different responses for the Hearthstone game. Sometimes it'll give there's three potential messages that you'll see: close, sprites, or just that won't leave the loading screen. So yeah, this library is good. They don't mess with it. So I've been able to catch up on both my main and my alt. My main isn't great. And I still have to figure out, like last time I tried to play Hearthstone on live on YouTube, and it just didn't work. It only had my video of me, and I was in a library. I need to take time to figure that out. They're constantly changing that technology for going live. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it doesn't. It's constantly changing. I need to learn. Facebook, I think, is pretty easy. I could go easily live on Facebook. Facebook doesn't mess around with the picture-in-picture where it's like this video that you're seeing, and then the game, it automatically sets it up where my picture is a certain size and the game just is takes up the rest of the screen, and it's a standard Facebook standard game type of setting. Whatever game it is, you go live, it's easy, one click. But YouTube, it's much more complicated. YouTube used to be like you could set it up all within the YouTube software. Then YouTube had to stop that for some reason, and they went to third parties. So I start using the third parties, and I'm trying to remember the name of that software that I'm using, but it's just not working right for me right now. So it's easy to get on Facebook and do games, which I really haven't done anyway. And it's like right now I don't even know how to do it on YouTube. I have to take the time to figure it out. But part of the reason I don't really mess around with it too much is because it does take a lot of heat. It builds up more heat in my laptop, because my laptop has to process a lot more while recording. The game takes up processing power. It drains my iPad battery faster. It draws more power from my my laptop. And then if I wanted to record on my laptop on top of playing the game, it's gonna create even more heat, and the fan's just running as fast as it can go. So it's not the most desirable thing. I don't really like listening to the fan running. So it's special occasions I'll try to play the game when something's happening in the library that's interesting, because I'm not about to talk in the library. So it's just a matter of being quiet and playing, and possibly if something's going on in the background, listening or watching that. But I've been able to keep up on quests. I really haven't spent any money. Last time I did spend money was about Christmas time, and that wasn't even my own money. That was like other people's money, because that was when Bitcoin just blew up. Earlier in the year it was like at $30, and then it just jumped to 300 at Christmas time. 2017 Christmas was the best for people involved in Bitcoin. Except for the ones that thought they needed to invest more into Bitcoin. The people who were pulling out of Bitcoin were the ones who were enjoying the real Christmas. Me, I guess you could say I enjoyed it on a small scale with that $300 boost. I was just like, this doesn't seem natural, like it'll stay. I don't know what Bitcoin's at now. Maybe it's higher, but what it blew up to, it didn't seem like it would go any higher to me. So I just pulled out and used about 50 of that to get a few packs for Hearthstone. For that last expansion, not the one before Witchwood, maybe the Knights of the Frozen Throne or something like that. So I got a lot of good cards off of that. I'm slowly building up cards with Witchwood, and I'll tell you, there's an anxiety involved that's tough to deal with. You really have to fight that anxiety in the beginning of the launch, because you are short cards and you're getting beat by people, and you want to try out all these new cards, and you have to like either just step away and just have more patience, just do the bare minimum until if you're getting beat a lot, maybe play around with the cheap decks as best you can to save that money. I'm gonna try to do that for the rest of the time, unless I just come across a whole large sum of money. I'm just gonna hold off on getting more cards, by putting my money into getting more cards. There's just no way. On my alt, actually, I pulled money. I pulled all the cards that went into the wild deck. I disenchanted every card for the wild deck on my alt, which gave me enough dust to give me one good solid deck. I made the Druid's Spiteful Summoner deck, and that's my one good deck. I even got Leroy Jenkins, and it's all pretty good. I like it. It wins, but all the other decks are in bad shape. I only invested in so I got rid of all of those cards that went to the wilds, and yeah, just came out with one good deck. That's it, and that's just for this the next expansion. I'm gonna be really lost, but I mean, it's my alt anyway. I really don't care about my alt. It's all just to support those two quests to help build up my main. So my main, I'll keep all the wild cards. If I got rid of all those wild cards, I'd probably be able to get every standard card for all of my main cards. I'd probably be able to get all the best cards for the decks that are suggested. I don't have like Baku. It's so frustrating too with the alts, between the alt and the main, because some cards I get on my alt that I could really use for my main. All right, like I got the Greymane on my alt. I could use him for my main. So it's a little frustrating to deal with that, but that's how the luck rolls.